In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on February 10, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, the Cleveland Cavaliers embark on a journey northward to face off against the Toronto Raptors in what promises to be a compelling matchup. The Raptors, fresh off a clash with the Houston Rockets the previous night, will confront the Cavaliers following a win over the Charlotte Hornets. Cleveland, meanwhile, enters the contest riding the wave of an impressive 8-game winning streak, culminating in a decisive victory against the Brooklyn Nets with a score of 118-95. This streak has propelled the Cavaliers to the second spot in the Eastern Conference standings, positioning them 4.5 games behind the leading Boston Celtics. Conversely, the Toronto Raptors snapped a 3-game losing streak by triumphing over the Charlotte Hornets, yet find themselves languishing in 12th place in the Eastern Conference, with only the top 10 teams securing postseason berths. The Cleveland Cavaliers have been nothing short of formidable in recent outings, demonstrating their dominance by clinching victory in 16 of their last 17 games. Their relentless pursuit of success sees them aiming for a 9th consecutive win, spurred on by their commanding performance against the Nets, where they secured a resounding 118-95 road triumph. Donovan Mitchell emerged as the leading scorer for the Cavaliers, notching 27 points on an efficient 1-0 of 1-8 shooting from the field. Complementing Mitchell's stellar performance, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, and Darius Garland each contributed 14 points apiece. Fueled by an impressive shooting display, Cleveland boasted a 53% field goal accuracy and drained 15 shots from beyond the arc out of 37 attempts. Their defensive prowess was evident from the outset, restricting the Nets to a mere 20 points in the opening quarter and surging ahead with a commanding 31-18 lead in the third quarter, thus sealing yet another emphatic victory on the road. In contrast, the Toronto Raptors have endured a period of inconsistency, suffering defeat in 8 of their last 11 encounters. However, a glimmer of hope emerged as they secured a hard-fought 107-104 victory over the Rockets in their most recent outing, spearheaded by Emmanuel Quickley's 25-point performance, supplemented by R.J. Barrett's 21 points and 7 assists, along with Jakob Poeltl's all-around contribution of 16 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 blocks. The Raptors exhibited resilience in their triumph. Despite their victory, the Raptors' shooting efficiency stood at 42% from the field and 10 of 33 from beyond the arc. Although they established a commanding 22-point lead early in the game, a lapse in concentration necessitated a late surge, culminating in a nail-biting finish as the Rockets threatened to overturn the deficit in the dying moments. The Cleveland Cavaliers' resurgence has been buoyed by the return of key players Darius Garland and Evan Mobley, who have played pivotal roles in the team's recent success, boasting the second-best defensive record in terms of points conceded, allowing an average of 109 points per game, and ranking 4th in opponent field goal percentage with 45.4%. The Cavaliers have showcased their defensive prowess throughout the season. Conversely, the Toronto Raptors find themselves languishing in 19th place for points conceded, 23rd for opponent field goal percentage, and 22nd for opponent three-point shooting percentage. The integration of new additions into the Raptors lineup following trades necessitates a period of adjustment, potentially granting the Cavaliers a significant advantage in their upcoming encounter. The dynamic backcourt pairing of Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland has been instrumental for Cleveland, averaging a combined total of 47 points and 12 assists per game, while also making significant defensive contributions with 3.3 steals per game. The disparity in defensive capabilities between the two teams is starkly evident in their recent performances. While the Cavaliers have conceded an average of 103 points in their last 5 games, the Raptors have struggled defensively, relinquishing an alarming 131 points in their previous 4 outings. Throughout the season, defensive solidity has proven to be a decisive factor, with Cleveland ranking 4th in opponent field goal percentage, in stark contrast to Toronto's 23rd place standing. The Raptors' victory over the Cavaliers on New Year's Day, coupled with home court advantage, may provide a glimmer of hope. However, the Cavaliers' imperious form, coupled with the Raptors' taxing schedule, casts doubt over their ability to maintain momentum. The Cavaliers enter the fixture as the hottest team in the league, having secured victory in 8 consecutive games, with a commendable 27-23 against the spread record for the season. So the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Cavaliers' recent encounters have witnessed a tendency towards low-scoring affairs, with the total finishing under in 5 of their last 7 games. This trend is unsurprising, given their defensive resilience, highlighted by their second-place ranking in points conceded and fourth-place ranking in opponent field goal percentage. Similarly, the Raptors have seen the total finish under in their previous 5 home games, a testament to their defensive improvements. The influx of new personnel, coupled with the demands of back-to-back fixtures, suggests a lower-scoring affair is likely. Consequently, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Phoenix Suns vs. Golden State Warriors. The highly anticipated clash between the Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors, both belonging to the Pacific Division, is set to unfold on Saturday night. Currently standing at a solid 30-21 in straight-up record and 21-29-2 against the spread, the Suns are coming off a convincing 129-115 victory against the Utah Jazz at home on Thursday, entering the game as -5 favorites. In parallel, the Warriors, with a 24-24 straight-up record and 24-23-2 against the spread, secured a notable 131-109 win against the Indiana Pacers as +6 underdogs on Thursday. There's an air of anticipation surrounding the Warriors as they aim to triumph over the Suns and break free from a potential series sweep. The recent standout performance of Stephen Curry against the Pacers suggests that the 10-time All-Star is poised for another remarkable display. The Suns, however, may find themselves in a precarious situation if Devin Booker continues to be sidelined. Booker's presence would undoubtedly demand substantial defensive efforts from the Warriors' backcourt. Additionally, the uncertain status of Klay Thompson adds an element of unpredictability, urging fans to stay vigilant and keep an eye on the injury report. This matchup marks the culmination of a 4-game regular season series between the two teams, having opened their season against each other. Phoenix has dominated the series thus far, achieving both straight-up and against the spread sweeps. However, the margin of victory has been relatively close, with an average of just 5 points in favor of the Suns. Considering the considerable improvements in the Suns' performance since their last encounter in mid-December, and the Warriors intensifying their efforts over the past couple of weeks, the game is anticipated to be closely contested. Both teams carry a similar momentum, with both boasting a 5-1 against the spread record in their last 6 games. The Warriors, recognizing the need for strategic moves, have recently shifted gears and are prepared to elevate their performance. Despite the Suns' recent surge in form, having won 7 of the last 8 meetings against the Warriors, they find themselves facing a Golden State team that has secured notable victories this week. The Warriors' aspirations for a playoff spot add an extra layer of motivation, especially when playing on their home court. The uncertainty surrounding the availability of key players, Booker and Thompson, makes it imperative for fans to stay updated on the latest injury reports. Consequently, the Golden State Warriors to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Examining the team's playing styles, the Warriors currently hold the 12th position in the league in pace, registering 99.4 possessions per 48 minutes. In contrast, the Suns record 98.3 possessions per 48 minutes, ranking 21st, signaling a potentially slower tempo in this matchup. Furthermore, the Suns exhibit a lower reliance on three-point shooting, standing 23rd in the league in three-point rate, while the Warriors secure the 5th position in this category. Historically, 6 of the last 7 encounters between the Suns and Warriors have resulted in a total score falling below the projected total. The under has been a prevalent trend in both teams' recent games, with the under hitting in 9 out of the Suns' last 13 games overall and in 5 out of the Warriors' previous 6 games. Considering these factors, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New Orleans Pelicans vs. Portland Trail Blazers. The upcoming matchup features the New Orleans Pelicans facing off against the Portland Trail Blazers this Saturday night. The Pelicans, currently occupying the 7th spot in the Western Conference, had their 4-game winning streak halted in a defeat against the Los Angeles Lakers last night. Notably, they maintain a 15-12 record on the road this season. On the other side, the Trail Blazers enter the game with a 3-game losing streak, having recently fallen to the Detroit Pistons in overtime. Portland resides in 14th place in the Western Conference with a home record of 9-14 this season. Prior to their setback against the Lakers, the New Orleans Pelicans were enjoying a successful 4-game winning streak. Unfortunately, their momentum was disrupted as they succumbed to a 139-122 road loss. Zion Williamson spearheaded the team with an impressive performance, contributing 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. Brandon Ingram and C.J. McCollum also made significant contributions. Despite a commendable shooting percentage, the Pelicans struggled defensively, conceding a season-high 51 points in the second quarter. Looking ahead, they are set to face the Memphis Grizzlies after the upcoming game. Meanwhile, the Portland Trail Blazers find themselves in a challenging period, losing 5 of their last 7 games. Their recent defeat against the Pistons in a 128-122 overtime clash saw Jerami Grant leading the team with 49 points. The Blazers held a substantial lead but faltered in the overtime period, resulting in their most significant defeat of the season. For the upcoming game, the Pelicans have listed Zion Williamson and Jonas Valanciunas as questionable, adding an element of uncertainty to their lineup. Despite New Orleans' defensive prowess, the Trail Blazers face their own set of challenges with 5 players, including Anthony Simmons, Deandre Ayton, and Scoot Henderson, listed as questionable. The Pelicans' robust three-point defense could pose a significant challenge for Portland, especially given their recent struggles. Moreover, Portland's unfavorable track record against New Orleans, going 1-6 straight up and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 meetings, further emphasizes the tough task ahead for them. In terms of recent performance, the Pelicans had a demanding game against the Lakers but have been steadily climbing the standings, securing an impressive 11-point victory over the Clippers on the road. Their success has been anchored in a solid defense, and they currently find themselves in optimal health compared to previous seasons. On the contrary, the Trail Blazers are grappling with numerous injuries, leading to subpar performances on both ends of the court. With a struggling offense, Portland is anticipated to face difficulties scoring against the formidable Pelicans. While the Pelicans were on an upward trajectory before the disappointing loss to the Lakers, the Trail Blazers continue their downward spiral, having squandered a 23-point lead against the Pistons in their latest outing. Despite the Trail Blazers having the advantage of extra rest and playing at home, the Pelicans, with their abundance of talent and skill, are expected to prevail on the road. Their emphasis on defense is likely to be a determining factor, enabling them to control the game from the tip-off. Therefore, the New Orleans Pelicans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. Examining the recent history between the Pelicans and Trail Blazers, 7 of the last 8 encounters have resulted in scores falling under the total. Additionally, the under has prevailed in 4 out of the Pelicans' last 5 games, excluding their recent clash against the Lakers. The Pelicans' reliance on a sturdy defense is evident in their 17th place ranking in pace and 25th place ranking in three-point rate. Conversely, the Blazers sit at 24th in pace and 19th in three-point rate. Considering the potential absence of key players for Portland, this matchup may further favor the Pelicans' defensive approach. Anticipating the Pelicans to start the game at a slower pace due to their recent challenging matchups, it is expected that they will showcase their defensive prowess against one of the NBA's weakest offensive teams in the Trail Blazers. The likelihood of Portland committing turnovers is high in this game, with Portland struggling to generate enough offense against the Pelicans' tough defense and favoring a slower tempo. The Pelicans are anticipated to secure an early lead. However, the Trail Blazers may struggle to accumulate sufficient points, making it unlikely for the game to surpass the projected total. Statistical trends indicate that 55.9% of Trail Blazers games and 52.9% of Pelicans games have hit the under this season. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.